acting up.
Future of virtual motorsports is now. This September, the heart of sim racing beats in Chicagoland as the Sim Gaming Expo takes over the Schaumburg Convention Center, September 5th through the 7th. Go wheel to wheel in our competition area, test the latest gear, meet top brands, creators, and celebrate with fellow sim racing enthusiasts. Whether you're a seasoned sim racer or new to the sport, this is your chance to be part of history. To purchase tickets and see the full exhibitor lineup, visit simgamingexpo.com.
Here at TWRS, we're always here to help our squad when they need a little push in the right direction. That's just who we are. We're a beautifully diverse group of goofballs dedicated to driving fake race cars as fast as possible. And we continue to push each other to the front using the power of nonsense. We have one of the strongest NASCAR programs on the service, and you can access it all for $24.99 a month. And we just released individual subscriptions for $14.99 a month for each NASCAR vehicle. We also just added a Rallycross program, and our IndyCar program is taking off as well. So come join the weird side. We have speed and cookies. Cookies are not included in some locations.
If you love the thrill of racing but hate the risks, then buckle up. Everything Simulated is here to merge adrenaline with absolute safety. In a world where technology meets adrenaline, Everything Simulated is revolutionizing driver training with state-of-the-art simulators. From truck training to the thrill of motorsports, our simulators offer the most realistic experiences across all automotive applications. Gone are the days of endless bookwork and basic drills. Now it's all about hands-on, pulse-pounding action that prepares you for the real deal. Whether you're maneuvering a heavy mining vehicle or racing a high-speed car, our simulators, equipped with cutting-edge technology from leaders like SimRigs and TrackRacer, bring every nuance of the drive to life. And talk about making a mark. We're not just building simulators, we're fostering talent. From grassroots motorsports to professional series like the Aussie Outlaw GT3, sponsored by us, Everything Simulated is fueling dreams and careers. Ready to feel the excitement of the racetrack under your fingertips? Connect with us, and let's build your next simulator adventure together. Remember, we support those who support us. Join the Everything Simulated family, and let's race towards the future.
You've got what it takes.
Ladies and gentlemen, ready for countdown. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, ignition.
Man, this is some of the greatest stuff I've ever heard. Ooh.
These go to 11.
Good evening, race fans, and welcome back for another round 17 of the Doogie Mobile and Everything Simulated OzOVals V8 Supercar Series, brought to you by TWR Setups, 131 Web Radio Network, Scotcher Race Fuels, and Inside Lane Productions. With Kobe Cobes Jordan behind the cameras, joining myself, Blocker Jackson, in the booth tonight is James Watson. How you going tonight, James?
I'm going all right. We're getting down to the nitty-gritty, the penultimate round of the season. Lot to play for still, and this track is, well, I don't know how it's gonna help or hurt our championship competitors. I feel like this might help Andy Barber. You know, we saw him and Ryan pretty well dominate Motegi earlier this season, and I feel like if there's any track on the schedule that could be somewhat similar to Motegi, not Gateway notwithstanding, it would be here, just with the fact that it's high speed, it's flat-ish, and it's also really gnarly when it comes to tire wear. So if Andy can rekindle what he had at Motegi, he's going to be a hard one to beat.
Well, with that said, we are at Nashville Superspeedway, but for you it's not actually a superspeedway. It's the concrete track of Nashville. So it's very cruel or rewarding track, depending on how you look after your tyres. So the concrete track there can reward or make your race a living hell. But keys to the race there: braking, stability, and corner entry. I would probably have to disagree with some of that. I don't think you get too loose here at Nashville, but definitely corner entry. You don't want to come flying into the corner and burn off your tyres. So we'll give that a 50-50, I reckon, on that one. There you go, tyre wear on the concrete surface, as we've already mentioned. So we're well ahead of keys of the race here tonight. Kobe, keep up.
I think we need to yell at the program, not Kobe.
Clean air versus traffic management. So, I mean, we'll see if we can get any breakaway packs tonight. But obviously, you know, once again, if you're out the front, then you've got that clean air anyway, don't you? So, traffic management, again, you know, that'll probably come down to your tyre wear, how well you manage that, and, you know, if you can make those passes pretty well tonight as well. So we'll see how those go, but I'd write off those keys. But coming into tonight, our top 10 standings for the championship. 2 rounds to go tonight and next week. And there's only 1 point separating our championship leader from second place. Garry Wellman and Andy Barber got the fight of the century on their hands for 2 more races. Ruben Phelps in third there. And Troy Davidson, hold on, Phelps' heels now for third place for the podium as well. Adam Malone, you've top 5. Ryan Barber, Cade Donnelly, Nicholas Walsh, Todd Maxfield, Matty Ray, your top 10 there. Bring up our we'll go through AI picks tonight at Nashville. So AI's got the favorite in his bag again, Andy Barber, for the win. On form, 7 wins already. I think the AI's just going off how many wins everyone has, maybe. Title on the line, he's going to push hard. Nashville's a track where precision, patience, long runs matter. Andy thrives when he can manage that pace and position. I'd agree with that. The main challenger, obviously, is Garry Wellman. Just a steady, fewer wins, only 4, but incredibly consistent. Fewer incident points, tends to survive longer races better. If it goes green for long stretches, Wellman could grind Andy down. It's an interesting choice of words there. Podium contenders, Ruben Phelps, once again, sitting third in points, 7 podiums. much in the mix there. Even if he can't win the title, we could spoil a party with a big result. Interesting. Troy Davidson, 4th in points, strong on ovals. Well, that's all we're racing, aren't we? Ovals. He usually finds himself top 5 when the races stretch out. Adam Malone on a good run. Nashville could suit his smoother driving style, and the dark horse is, I think AI's given up on Troy Mortensen. The dark horse, once again, Todd Maxfield, been creeping into the top 10 mix. Could be a track where strategy gets him a surprise result. But the final picks for AI was Andy Barber for the win, Wellman and Phelps in 3rd there. But obviously with this race, position's going to be key. Finishing tonight, final round next week, that championship very much alive. So ones to watch tonight will definitely be Andy Barber and Garry Wellman. We'll go through our picks, and we'll get Kobe up on the mic first.
Okay, boys, this week I've gone against CII. I've picked for myself Matty Raymond. With the cement the way it is, grinding through tyres, we know that he's going to manage his race like we've seen in previous races, so that he's got the best tyres at the end of the race. So keep an eye on him. He'll be in the back for most of the race, but I guarantee he'll be at the front at the end.
Alrighty, and Matty Ray coming off with a stolen win today in Arca, who against fellow sort of teammate, I guess, James Watson. So James, we'll pass to you for your pick as well.
Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and pick Giuseppe. He was very quick last time we were at a similar-ish track at Gateway. Last week's winner, and he was incredibly quick in practice, so I feel like he'd be a good one to go with.
Yeah, nice. And coming off a win last week as well at Talladega. Grabbed his first win for the season, and Ryan Barber, Adam Malone, 2nd and 3rd for Southern Stars last week at Dega. But about time you boys made some underdog picks instead of going with the favourites, and that's left that open to me. So I'm going to go with Wellman tonight, and hopefully he can keep that championship lead going on for himself and Sim boys, and then we'll see how hard Andy's got to push in the final round to try and break that championship.
And so far, Giuseppe is currently your provisional pole sitter as well.
Well, we are in qualifying. We've got about a minute and a half to go, and looking at those times there, Wellman 3rd and Andy Barber down in 10th. So Nashville might be striking up a bit of a challenge, or there could be some games going on, maybe some mind games to start with. And big moment there for whoever that is on screen. Lewis Berger. Sorry. But, Shannon Wright there on screen, and he's currently sitting in 6th at the moment. So a couple of drivers yet to bank times, but 40 seconds to go. So we'll see if they pop up in our qualifying. But we'll go to a quick ad break, and we'll be right back with the Mike Gremlin Barber starting grid.
Here at TWRS, we're always here to help our squad when they need a little push in the right direction. That's just who we are. We're a beautifully diverse group of goofballs dedicated to driving fake race cars as fast as possible. And we continue to push each other to the front using the power of nonsense. We have one of the strongest NASCAR programs on the service, and you can access it all for $24.99 a month. And we just released individual subscriptions for $14.99 a month for each NASCAR vehicle. We also just added a Rallycross program, and our IndyCar program is taking off as well. So come join the weird side. We have speed and cookies. Cookies are not included in some locations.
Alrighty, welcome back everyone. Thanks for tuning in tonight. Round 17 of the Ducci Mobile and Everything Simulated OzOVals V8 Supercar Series. 2 rounds to go. We've got the Mike Gremlin Barber starting grid up for you on screen. Giuseppe Milo with a win last week at Talladega, taking the pole again tonight at Nashville with Cade Donnelly alongside for the front row. Garry Wellman and Adam Malone for the second row. Ryan Barber and Shannon Wright on the third row. Troy Davidson and Todd Maxfield, Sim Boys, fourth row. And Jacob Deanby and Nicholas Walsh rounding out your top 10 on the fifth row.
And on row 6, we have Andy Barber in the 5 and Daniel Blinko in the 77. We have Louis Bahajar in the 33 and Nigel Patton in the 90 on row 7. Johnny Rowe in the 596 and Scott McClintock in the 016. Matty Raymond in the 80 and Ruben Phelps in the 06. Got all SRM row 9. Derek Jacobs in the 27 and Troy Mortensen in the 83, rounding out the top 20. Colin Bennett in the 242 and Glenn Woomwell in the 11 on row 11. And Tyson Carey rounding out the field in the 10.
Alrighty, we've got to love those driver profile pictures there. Hopefully we can get a few more of those for next season. But that one of Matty Ray's, it looks like he's just going to wind up his fist into a finger or something, you know. It looks like it's gonna start winding up or something. Troy Mortensen there as well with the face cut out and stick on. Hopefully we can get some more AI ones for next season. But Giuseppe Milo taking us to the green flag. Cade Donnelly alongside. Round 17 here at Nashville. We're about to go green. And nice jump there for Giuseppe and Cade, both getting a clean jump on the green flag.
Oh, we're almost 3 wide. Garry looking to the inside.
A little bit further back we are. Shannon Wright on the outside there. And Todd Maxfield on the inside. Things already heating up and we're not even one lap in.
Yeah, it's a lot bigger pack than I would have expected here.
It's sheep stations tonight. We're racing for sheep stations and championships. Cade Donnelly away. Getting a nice little half-second jump almost over the rest of the field. So he's just eyes forward and he's gone. Looks like Giuseppe and Adam Malone there slowing the pack down a little bit. Maybe going for that save on the tyre. Giuseppe washing up the track there a fair way too.
Man, look at this massive humanity.
Ooh.
Whoa!
Barber's in the fence then. I think that might have been Ryan Barber there. Cade Donnelly's just gone. He's just left the field and now second up the road, and he's just like, well, I'll see you guys later if you can catch me. 1.5 seconds now.
Yeah, curious to see what his tires are going to look like here towards the end of this run, but right now he doesn't care. He's all alone in that clean air, driving away from this chaos.
Yeah, I wouldn't want to be in that chaos right about now, especially if you're Wellman and Barber there, who's side by side now. I believe they're going to be putting on a show and racing each other just as hard, and I want to be cautious of the field anyway. So, not wanting to end their race early and give the other one the advantage coming into next week, because Andy Barber's going to get that pass done on Wellman.
Yeah, now things are starting to spread out more like what I was expecting. This is how Nashville Superspeedway races tend to go. The way this track is designed is just not a place where you can really pack race with the concrete surface and the kind of flatter banking compared to some of the other tracks on the schedule.
Yeah, well, I mean, it is a make or break with those tyres here, that's for sure. And I learnt that the hard way when I first raced at Nashville and got completely left behind, and then suddenly had it all worked out and got myself a pole and a win. But yeah, probably would have to reinvent the wheel on that one again. But I mean, Nashville's been around for a while now, since it first came out, and it still looks like maybe some people coming to grip with the track. These concrete tracks can be the death of the tyres sometimes.
Which is ironic for me, since two of my best tracks are Bristol and Dover. Is Barber and Shannon Wright got real close to each other.
And we got the Magic Man, the Magician, Tyson Garry on the screen there at the moment. Started off the back of the field tonight. I don't think he set a qualifying time, maybe. So he's just out there, turning some laps at the moment. So I think Kobe just said he actually started out of pit lane there. So a little bit of work to do there. But thanks for chucking that post-it note on your screen as well. We had a good laugh earlier. So we know who's racing, and Kobe can tell that's not Ryan Barber anymore. And he's even got time to have a drink of mother. All right.
Meanwhile, Cade is continuing to set sail. He's almost 3 seconds ahead right now.
Yeah. He goes about 2/10 faster than the rest of the field on the last lap there. So he's definitely pushing along, and we'll see just how far he can stretch his legs before those tyres drop off and everyone else catches up. Ticked over into 11 laps now of 110. It's like someone's been lawn mowing the grass there as well, James.
Yeah, no kidding. The ground crew missed the memo.
I think that might have been from practice of quali, actually. So, little battle there with Shannon Wright and Andy Barber, I think, a little bit further back. Shannon Wright on the inside there, but it's yeah, Andy Barber, Todd Maxfield now going at it for position. And looks like Andy Barber's going to make his way past. Shannon Wright looking to try and follow, but a little bit further back. Andy Barber on the push here. He's trying to put a few cars between himself and Wellman. he's got plenty of sim boys around him at the moment. It's going to make things hard for him.
Yeah, as you saw, Garry went way wide that last time through 1 and 2. The Larson line does not work here.
Good to see Lewis Barber back on track with us again. Had a few weeks off. And, come back and joined us again at Nashville.
Yeah, I qualified a little lower than I would have expected, considering a lot of the pace he's shown in the races he's run this season.
And Phelps just got a little bit loose there, a little bit of a wiggle on the inside there. Steve Hopper in the chat there. CAD strategy, build a gap and wait for a caution. Well, he won't want a caution if he's built that gap, that's for sure. He'll be wanting to hold on to that time he's gained there over the field, and hope it can just stay green flag and hope the field doesn't catch him on the tyre wear and keep pulling away by pushing that hard.
Oh my lord, what in the world?
4 wide at Nashville, which fizzled out to 3 coming into the corner.
Yeah, what a move by Phelps to pull that off. That was crazy, and it just popped up out of nowhere.
On board there with Ryan Barber at the moment. On the roof cam, got Nigel Patton and Garry Wellman in front of him. Ryan will be doing everything he can to add an extra car in front of Wellman to help out his dad.
Yeah, Ryan surprisingly outside the top 10. Figured he'd still be at least hanging around the top 5. But could very well be saving, maybe, question mark?
Quite possibly. Looking like he wants to get that pass on Nigel Patton done, but not quite able to get around. Coming up 20 laps now, so we'll probably be looking at pit stops maybe in the next 15 odd laps, I'd say. Maybe another 20 if they can push it to 40.
Yeah, once again, we still don't have the fuel numbers, so we're going to be doing what we do. Well, I don't know if we can say that's what we do best. Considering how off base I am most of the time, but yeah, we're gonna guess and speculate when everyone's gonna come in.
Yep, well, that's what I do best, I guess, and sometimes it works out. Well, we're going to try and find that out for everyone at home tonight, and we got DJ Derek Jacobs joining us in the booth. How you going, Derek?
Good. How you doing tonight?
Yeah, not too bad, mate. How's the race going?
Going pretty good. I'm just kind of hanging out in the back tonight. I'm having some little computer problems, and I did a lot of work I had to get done this evening, so I'm just kind of hanging out, just kind of watching.
Yeah, we've got to keep that PC running good for your streaming, but we just wanted to see if we could try and get some info from you. How's the fuel mileage going? What sort of laps are we looking like on a tank?
I'm actually trying to save fuel, so I'm playing the slow game tonight. I'm doing a little secret here. I'm doing a little slow game tonight. I'm gonna run long.
And how long do you reckon you can last?
I'm gonna go 28 more laps from now.
28, you can go to 50. Well, it is 110 laps, so you'll be short 10. You won't be able to make that a one-stopper, so...
We're going to see if we can't get lucky with some field position play here later in the race. Right now, it's fine. I'm just kind of playing slow, so we'll see what happens. It's going to be a little tricky race. I think it's going to get heated up in the little later stages of the race tonight, so we'll see what it kind of is going to bring to us.
Yeah, well, I don't doubt that there'll be a bit of action later in the race, but
there's always action. Anywhere around the OnlyFans, there's always going to be some action. It's always going to be hot and heavy.
Well, hot, heavy, sweaty, maybe. But,
always, $75 a pop. You know what I mean? How we do it.
Yep. Well, thanks for the insight, and obviously that slow and steady will definitely help you look after the tyres here in Nashville. So
slow and steady, that's the name of the game. That's the way she likes it right here with the OnlyFans.
Oh yeah, you can't peak too early like Kate Donnelly, 4 seconds up the road already. So.
Tire wear is going to be a big issue with heat, and so you just got a different kind of strategy tonight here at Nashville on the concrete. So.
Yep. Well, we'll let you get back to it, and good luck for the rest of the race, and hopefully the strategy pays off for you.
We'll see. Hopefully you'll be talking to the OnlyFans car at the end of the race.
We're waiting
always
for it.
Always love a good afternoon celebration. I always throw a big party.
Maybe we'll see Hugh there if we come along.
All right. Thank you very much. Have a good broadcast.
Thanks, mate.
Meanwhile, you saw Maiolo getting real close to the wall, exit of 4. Car just took off on him.
Well, James, that was an interesting one, wasn't it? Saving fuel, trying to stretch it to about 50 laps, but again, he's still going to be 10 short.
Yeah, but you never know if he gets a late caution, like you said, gets that track position. You never know, but yeah, Derek's gonna need a lot of brakes. But it's wild. Oh, I think Ryan Barber was slow. I think there was some sort of
Nigel Padden there. We might get a replay if we can, catch what's happened here.
Oh!
Looks like Shannon Wright and one of the Barbers. A little bit too soon on what happened there. We might go back a little bit and see if we can catch what happened.
Oh!
Shannon Wright getting loose and looked like a bit of net code there even as well.
Yeah.
The contact come out as Shannon Wright was trying to stay off the wall there, and Nigel put his car up the outside there and maybe hit that net code.
Yeah, I think Shannon got the apron and it just completely upset the car. The apron here is mean. Of all the tracks on the NASCAR schedule, when you hit the apron here, it always seems to have the worst effect. There's no apron that just absolutely knocks the car all sorts of off kilter than this place for whatever reason. You'd think it'd be the tracks that have a lot more banking, a lot deeper change when you go down from the banking to the apron, but for whatever reason here, it just seems to be way worse. And you saw it just completely kick the rear out on Shannon Wright's car.
Yeah, definitely don't want to cut those corners here at Nashville, and Tyson Carey just going down a lap. So, okay, Donnelly already done that pass, but the rest of the field now caught up and making their way through. So Tyson doing a good job just to stay out of the way of the field there and let everyone through.
Meanwhile, Cade continues to stretch this lead out. I figured would have stopped at some point, but that 41 car has some mega pace tonight.
Just got a comment there. I didn't quite catch who it was from, but you can drive on the apron, but you can't pass under the apron usually. That one's sort of advised against, but again, at Nashville, as James said, this is one track you generally don't want to be driving under the apron because of the banking of the track, and it sort of unsettles the car a bit. And we'll see what happened with Shannon Wright. Can lose that car pretty easily.
Yeah, and taking the apron on the front straightaway at... Oh, Morty into the wall! We saw the 3 wide action, and Morty just ran out of grip. But, yeah, generally running the apron on the front straightaway at most 1.5 miles, etc. is acceptable. It's really more the corners where it's frowned upon, and also in some areas completely impossible to do without ending up in the wall in some way, shape, or form. But yeah, you'll see a lot of cars taking the apron at like Chicagoland, Vegas, etc.
Yeah. The only other thing you got to watch out for is the rejoin as well. If you do run on that apron and the cars on the track get a bit of a run on you, like particularly like a track like Phoenix, where you can really cut that apron. The rejoin on the track is something else you got to watch out for as well. If the boys are nice enough to let you rejoin, but Troy Mortensen copping a meatball for tyres, 35 laps in, so obviously pushing that one a little bit too hard there for Morty. It's the first one to pit. There's Derek Jacobs there, the only fans car. Just running the high line to let a few drivers pass.
I think Cade just gave the call. He's bringing it in this lap.
Well, I said about 15 at lap 20, didn't I? So I was pretty close there. Troy Morty got me right. So again, the guesswork's paying off.
Oh, guess not.
Not really. Again, you know, as you see there, Malone following Giuseppe there across the apron on the start-finish straight there. So you can generally cut that, and you see that a lot more on, you know, like tracks like a Superspeedway or even like Auto Club or something like that. It's a nice wide track. Everyone uses a lot of the track there, but it doesn't look like Kay Donnelly pitted then. He win another lap maybe.
Yeah. Meanwhile, Maiolo slides up a bit. See Shannon Wright on pit exit.
Adam Malone had a bit of a run there on Giuseppe, but out of the corner, just couldn't quite get that done alongside. But he's all over the back of Giuseppe Maiolo at the moment.
As Andy got a little sideways off of the corner.
He's got Troy Davidson in behind him, pushing. Trying to get back that 4th position. Wellman just hanging on the back there. Matty Ray in the mix there as well.
Yeah, another great run by Matty Ray. He's really incredible at these, you know, maybe not start towards the front, but then kind of out of nowhere, you're like, hang on, where'd he come from? And here he is trying to get by Davidson, get up into, or is that, no, yeah, it is for Davidson, okay. Yeah, he's, oh, elevator move up from the top down to the bottom. Oh, no contact! Oh, what a save! What a save by Davidson! Woo!
Well, that's how you save it when you get tapped by Matty Ray. Nice little catch there for Troy Davidson. And looks like we've got another victim to tyres, Lewis Barger with the meatball. We'll start probably seeing those pit stops coming alive now. The next few laps. So they've made the lap 40. We're on to 42. So a couple of drivers with the meatballs coming out. Troy Mortensen the first one. Lewis Barger maybe the second. I know Shannon Wright's pitted as well. So looks like he's 2 laps down with J-Row.
Yeah, and you'd think the car out front would have been one of the first to pit, but again, Cade stretching that gap and not even anywhere close to pitting.
I thought you said Cade had put the call out about pit road, but didn't actually see him pit yet.
Yeah, I thought I did too, but I guess must have been wrong about that.
Well, Matty Ray slowly working his way through. He's past Andy Barber. He's looking on the outside now for Adam Malone. Working his way up towards the top 3. Phelpsy, the next one to succumb to the tyres. 44 into 110. And looks like Lewis Barger's coming back into pit lane with a black flag penalty. So won't be happy with that one.
Milo bringing it in. Okay, now Cade is bringing it in.
Matty Ray got that pass done on Adam Malone as well. Just on screen there's Kay Donnelly now, your race leader coming into pit lane, 45 of 110. Giuseppe following in as well, but the rest of the field looking like they're staying out. So fantastic first stint there for Kay Donnelly with a 5.5 second gap on the field.
Yeah, and he also stretched it a lot longer because I figured he would have done 40, 80, 30, but he was able to stretch another 5 laps onto that.
Yeah, it's going to help in the back end as well. So if he's got that pace and he can maintain that pace, he's going to have a pretty strong showing tonight in Nashville. Matty Raymond, your current race leader, yet to pit. Adam Malone looking on that inside there, but probably won't quite get the run, and he's going to bring it down pit lane.
Barber and Dean going to bring it in next time by, or this time by rather. Matty Ray in as well.
Like Wellman was already in there as well, so wonder if anyone can stretch out towards that 55 mark, try and make it a one-stopper, but don't know if that'll be a pretty hard ask to try and do that.
Oh my goodness, Kay Donnelly has a black flag.
Oh no.
You have gotta be kidding me. Wow, and meanwhile, while that was happening, I think Troy and Matty also made a little bit of contact as they were bringing it down pit road.
We had all the time in the world and trying to push extra hard, and it's going to cost him a bit.
Yeah, that is heartbreaking for Cade. He was fastest car by a mile in the first stint. And,
pretty good season, but just a few little mistakes here and there that have cost him in the runs that could have had him up a bit higher in the championship as well, and had a few more podiums.
Yeah, you wonder what stings more, this or the bringing it down before crossing the checkered.
Well, I mean, he's had a white flag, he's had a black flag, so you put those together and maybe he'll get a checkered flag in round 18. Just smash them together and there's your checkered flag.
Or a warning flag.
I don't think there's no blue flags out there. Blue and yellow cross or something like that for warning on the slow cars. But,
meanwhile, it looks like... Sorry, Paul. Whoa! I was just going to say, it looked like Malone got by Maiolo under the pit stops, and while I was talking about that, little wiggle from Andy Barber going on to pit lane exit.
Yeah, well, Andy Barber able to stretch it to that 50 mark. I don't know if there's anyone else out there that hasn't pitted yet. Tyson Garry apparently hasn't pitted yet, but he's now making his way down pit road, so 100% cheering on Andy tonight. Yep, I'm sure there'll be a lot of fans tuning in tonight cheering Andy, and a lot of fans tuning in to cheer on Wellman as well. So the championship fight is real and alive here between those two drivers. Wellman currently sitting in third and Andy Barber in sixth at the moment. So Andy Barber slightly fresher tyres as he led a couple of laps there, got that bonus point under his belt. I don't think Wellman's led any laps yet, so if you look at that bonus point, that's already closed up the gap in the championship to tie him up to Wellman. So now it's just a finishing where he can finish.
Yeah, the good thing for Wellman is right now he is very close to the lead battle, so he might be able to get himself that lap lead bonus point within a second of our race leader.
Well, he's probably going to have to work at Adam Malone, because I think Adam Malone and pitted after Wellman, I think, so he might have an extra lap or two up his sleeve. Yeah, well, he's got a lap extra on Wellman there. So, you know, even if Wellman manages to get Giuseppe, he's still going to have to try and get that pass done on Malone, unless Malone pits early.
Yeah, we'll see, but clearly Milo looks like he's trying to get his way back past Malone and get back to the lead of this race.
Troy Davidson just hanging off the back of that pack as well there for the race lead. A little bit further back there, you got Phelps, Ryan Barber, Colin Bennett. Colin Bennett in your top 10 there, having a great drive tonight.
Yeah, look at that. Top 10 run for Colin right now.
Looks like he even wants to try and make a pass on Ryan Barber. So looks like he's got a little bit of pace here at Nashville. Ryan Barber looking for the pass on Phelps at the moment. Going to get up alongside on the outside there. Not quite able to get the run through the corner there, but he's going to have it on the exit if he can do a bit of a switch to the inside there. And We'll see if he can carry that through the corner this time. On board roof cam there, Colin Bennett with Ryan Barber and Phelps. A little battle going on there for 8th and 9th. Phelps, he got that good line there on the outside, so Ryan's just going to tuck back in for the moment. Have to try and set himself up again, and he's going for a dive into the corner on Phelps there. So he's not going to have the exit speed on that one.
I think Bennett might have got loose himself coming off before, but look at that right behind him. Morty and Colin having a great run as Eric goes right back to the inside of Phelps. Phelps just able to carry so much more momentum. That's why it's hard to pass here. The middle line is just so dominant when it comes to side-by-side racing. Oh boy.
Oh, the contact. I thought that was going to be a moment there, but getting real close to that quarter.
Yeah, which would be crazy because when these two are on track next to each other, it rarely ever goes wrong.
Well, the 05 and the 06, you can't put anything between those numbers, can you? And they're trying to do that with their cars as well. Side by side across the start-finish line there. Barber's going to have the entry this time into turn 1. He's not quite going to have the exit there. Phelps still got that outside line holding strong. Oof, Colin Bennett hard into the wall there in the background. Adam Malone still at the front there, leading the race over Giuseppe Maiolo.
Oh! 05 and 06 turned into oh no. I shouldn't be as proud of that joke as I am, but here we are.
Yeah, that was pretty good. We'll pay that one. But we are over halfway through this race, so we might go to a quick ad break. We'll gather up, and we'll come back at you with the remainder of the race.
Here at TWRS, we're always here to help our squad when they need a little push in the right direction. That's just who we are. We're a beautifully diverse group of goofballs dedicated to driving fake race cars as fast as possible. And we continue to push each other to the front using the power of nonsense. We have one of the strongest NASCAR programs on the service, and you can access it all for $24.99 a month. And we just released individual subscriptions for $14.99 a month for each NASCAR vehicle. We also just added a Rallycross program, and our IndyCar program is taking off as well. So come join the weird side. We have speed and cookies. Cookies are not included in some locations.
If you love the thrill of racing but hate the risks, then buckle up. Everything Simulated is here to merge adrenaline with absolute safety. In a world where technology meets adrenaline, Everything Simulated is revolutionizing driver training with state-of-the-art simulators. From truck training to the thrill of motorsports, our simulators offer the most realistic experiences across all automotive applications. Gone are the days of endless bookwork and basic drills. Now it's all about hands-on, pulse-pounding action that prepares you for the real deal. Whether you're maneuvering a heavy mining vehicle or racing a high-speed car, our simulators, equipped with cutting-edge technology from leaders like SimRigs and Track Racer, bring every nuance of the drive to life. And talk about making a mark. We're not just building simulators, we're fostering talent. From grassroots motorsports to professional series like the Aussie Outlaw GT3, sponsored by us, Everything Simulated is fueling dreams and careers. Ready to feel the excitement of the racetrack under your fingertips? Connect with us, and let's build your next simulator adventure together. Remember, we support those who support us. Join the Everything Simulated family, and let's race towards the future.
Alrighty, we are back. Thanks everyone again for tuning in tonight for round 17 of the Doogie Mobile and Everything Simulated OzOVals V8 Supercar Series. And we still got a race on our hands here between Wellman and Andy Barber. Just one position between them.
Yeah, and the racing is starting to get pretty aggressive. During the commercial, we were 3 wide between our 2 championship leaders and Matty Raymond, and a little bit of contact sent Andy up the track a few lanes, but no worse for the wear for the 5, thankfully, as these 2 continue to battle ever so closely, both on the track and on the championship table, as Matty Ray going to the lead on the outside of Maiolo. Wow, what a move! Maiolo trying to fight back on the inside.
Oh, he's going to get boxed in there. Tyson Carey doing a good job to duck low on that one to get out of the way, but didn't quite need to. But good move there. And there we'll be up high. But yeah, Matty Ray getting that job done on Giuseppe Maiolo for the lead. Adam Malone trying to take advantage of this as well. And he's going to come through on the inside on Maiolo.
Meanwhile, Barber and Wellman side by side again.
.72 of 110. So I think we saw Troy Mortensen come down pit lane about lap 35 for tyres. So we're at that point, just over that point again, so we'll see if anyone starts getting those meatball flags coming out soon for tyres.
Yeah, we'll see. So far, Morty doing a fantastic job holding on to those older tires. He's in the top 10 currently.
Looks like Lewis Barger's maybe parked that car as well. 32 laps down, so that black flag penalty decided to park that car up. Kate Donnelly 2 laps down after having a great first stint, but unfortunate there. But Andy Barber looking for the inside on Wellman, not quite able to get a run there. Matty Ray coming real close to the wall there.
Yeah.
Good to see some good hard racing up the front here, and a few cars too in the mix. So Giuseppe Maiolo now making the move on Adam Malone on the inside. And if he can wash up in front there, he can. He's going to get that pass done. And yeah, from time to time, Adam Malone will have a little blink or a drop out in his connection. But most out there's come used to that from Adam Malone. So I was going to say in the last few races, though, I don't really recall seeing too much of that from him. Used to be pretty bad. It's
beyond that. I feel like it's barely happened at all this season. His connection has been a lot better, except for the one time where he did actually blink out, ironically enough, without actually blinking before the packet loss.
Well, Sippy having another good run tonight and showing us that race pace that he had when he first joined the season. He's trying to make a run at the lead again with Matty Ray.
Meanwhile, Johnny Rowe has retired from tonight's race. And here comes Maiolo. Oh, I almost thought they made contact.
Getting close there. Matty Ray trying to use that side draft, keep him pinned low. Get the exit run there, but he's got that back, able to maintain that lead.
Meanwhile, Troy Mortensen, he's bringing it in.
Managed another 8 laps that time round on those tyres, so an improvement there. Running in the top 10, so should be the last stop there for Morty. He can make it home from here now.
Jacob Dean also bringing it in.
Hopefully our final pit stops for the night. Hopefully we don't see that yellow flag coming out anytime tonight, and have a good hard racing, green flag the whole way.
Yeah, I really want this to stay green because, oh, Andy Barber is now bringing it in. Interesting. Oh!
Sideways moment there coming onto pit road. Managed to hold on to that one though.
Yeah, it's a interesting call for Andy. We saw him be one of the latest to pit. In fact, I think the latest to pit, bringing it down lap 50, and now only going another 30 laps on this set. Gonna be, yeah, it's we'll see how it works out for him.
Maybe trying to get that undercut going on Wellman, get that position, get that good clean pit stop with no one else around as he's coming out now.
Yeah, and he's basically going to have an equal length sit here, just another less than 30 laps to get to the checkered.
Well, he knows what those 30 lap tyres are going to be like, so just pushes just as hard as he did that last stint, keep that consistent, and yeah, he won't have to look after those tyres as much as he did in that first stint, running it longer.
And if Troy Mortensen is anything to go off of, you know, the early pit, the older tires aren't necessarily a death sentence, since Morty was able to have so much pace there around cars that pitted a lot earlier than he did.
Definitely would have been good to see how Kate Donnelly would have stacked on the stops there if he didn't cop that penalty.
Yeah.
A little breakaway there. 3-car group there. Matty Ray, Giuseppe Maiolo, and Adam Malone, who just gave that wall a bit of a rub.
Yeah.
In the pit lane.
Thankfully for Malone, I don't see any damage on that right side. Looks like he got away with it, but oh, here comes Maiolo got to the outside of Matty Ray. He's got the line you want to be in to make a pass as you see Malone peel off right behind them. But Raymond took the spot back on the inside.
Yeah, nice move there for Matty Ray and making that inside line work.
Yeah, he was about one of the only few to do it. I thought for sure once Maiolo got to the outside, it was going to be smooth sailing, but great job by Raymond to keep the pace on the inside and take the lead back.
Okay, Donnelly looking pretty racy there on the back of them too as well, but 2 laps down, so you won't want to impede those leaders either.
Whoa! Yeah, sure got close.
He's going to bring it into pit lane as well now, so get out of jail on that one. Got the birthday shout-outs, Cobes Jordan the other day. Turned 75.
Yes, sir. Happy birthday, Kobe. The man, the myth, the legend.
Just dying in the background as well. Still on the bender. And I think Ryan Barber's birthday's today, maybe, or he was just he was pulling chain on Facebook, maybe. Ooh. Big switch there for Giuseppe. These two boys just don't want to pit. They just want to keep racing each other.
Just heard Andy Barber report over the radio that he's got damage. To see Wellman make the pass.
A little bit on the right sort of guard there and on the bonnet almost. Looks a bit wrinkled up there. See if we can catch a replay on that.
Not there.
Definitely no impact on that one. Maybe a little bit there coming into the corner? Don't think so.
Meanwhile, Maiolo's bringing it in.
Couldn't quite catch what happened there.
As you see, Matty Ray is still out on the racetrack. Not anymore.
Down now. And there goes Wellman on the way through as well. So Wellman got a nice little gap there over whoever's behind him. And we'll see how Wellman can play out there to Giuseppe Maiolo and Matty Ray.
Yeah, that damage is really starting to affect Andy. You saw him drop the position to Wellman, and Davidson and Malone has passed him as well.
To see if we can find out what happened on that one a bit later after the race.
Yeah, and it's crazy. It's not that big a damage. It's just the tiniest little bit of crinkle there on the right front. but when it comes to modern race cars, especially these things, are so aero dependent that even that little bit of damage is going to cost you a lot of speed.
Here comes Matty Ray.
And
work his way back up.
And he's ahead of Maiolo.
A long way back there to everyone as well after that pit stop. So staying out that long has definitely hurt them a bit. It's sort of almost put them back a whole lap.
Yeah, they're about 6 seconds or so off of the effective leader of Garry Wellman, as McClintock is bringing it down this lap. So Garry Wellman will take over the lead of this race as Raymond is going past Maxfield. Dove to the outside of the 16.
We'll see how well those fresh tyres work. We know he had the fresh tyres sort of midday in the ARCA and couldn't quite close that gap. So we'll see if he can do it tonight in the supercars on those fresh rubber. And the pass there done on Jacob Dean B. Dean.
Oh, and there he goes to the inside of Junior. Oh boy, whole lot of side drafting going on. And he'll complete the pass on Ryan and now try to see if he can get by Andy.
Oh! That one done. Andy getting real close to the wall, getting a little bit loose coming off it as well. So that'll give Matty Ray the run. Junior trying to poke it up the inside, but not quite able to carry that speed through. And here comes Giuseppe Maiolo as well, looking to make his way through. That's not a good thing, because the more that come through, the bigger the gap between Wellman and Andy.
Yeah, at the risk of going full Rick Allen is major championship implications.
We've got about almost 10 to go here at Nashville, so the race is drawing to an end. See if we get any late cautions, but mostly spread out here, so it could be green all the way.
I don't know though, these two are battling pretty hard. Cade made a little bit of contact to the rear of the three, and Adam Malone voiced his displeasure about that.
Yeah, well, he's 2 laps down, and he's going to probably just back out a little bit of that.
Whoa!
Almost brake checking his teammate there as well, Troy Davidson. So he's going to drop right out of that one now.
Meanwhile, that 80 is coming.
Well, to get to Troy Davidson, he's got to go through all the sim boys. Starting with Nicholas Walsh there. 2 laps down as well, back in 17th. And here's our caution. Cade Donnelly losing it. Maybe trying to get into pit road. I'm not sure. We'll catch what happened here. And he come off the track a little bit early there, and then Yeah. Couldn't control that one too well. Back on track. Just had to do a little bit more lawn mowing there, and maintenance guy, the Nashville, they can have their work cut out after this race to get that grass looking nice again.
Yeah, and I really don't think he wanted to bring out that caution. Everything was as about as comfortable as you could hope for his teammate, and of course, in the thick of this championship battle, Matty Ray staying out.
Ooh, Matty Ray's taking a page out of your book there, James. It's going to be an interesting one. He did have the fresher rubber. He stayed out till about lap 90 odd on those tyres there. So he's got some pretty good rubber under his car. And there's only 5 to go. If he can hold that outside line, then he could be sitting pretty.
I think a few other cars stayed out as well. I think Colin Bennett, Blinko.
Well, that's going to make it hard for a few boys to try and get through. Nicholas Walsh hoping for a wave around, but he's going to get dropped back through as well. Interesting call there for Matty Ray. So we'll see if that one can pay off for him.
Yeah, it's a bold strategy there, Cotton.
Shannon Wright going to bring it in. But hopefully Andy Barber could get a little bit of damage fixed maybe under this caution. And we'll see if he can try and make some moves back up, dropping to 10th at the moment. Matty Ray, Colin Bennett, and Daniel Blinko all staying out.
And the first on freshies is going to be Malone in 4th with Wellman right behind him. Andy comes out of the pits in 10th by the looks of it.
Well, just a handful of laps to go. And a couple of cars out there with older tyres. So this is going to make or break the end of this race. Lights are off on the pace car. We'll be going green this time. Yep, to peel off. Matty Ray taking us to green. Colin Bennett alongside on the front row. Adam Malone's going to have a good spot there to start from. And we're away. Matty Ray getting a nice jump there. Colin Bennett caught napping, but he'll be able to hold on to that. Adam Malone, Garry Wellman looking for the gap through the middle.
Whoa! Contact with Malone and Bennett. Oh, here comes Wellman! Oh, boy!
Ooh-wee. Thought that was going to be a green car sandwich there for a minute. And Blinko trying to hold on that inside.
Oh, Bennett in the wall.
Wellman trying to follow through with Malone. 4 to go.
Yeah, Blinko is doing a great job holding on to second on that inside line with the older tires. Malone finally going to be able to get the pass done. His Maxfield behind them got real close to that outside wall. Davidson, excuse me. Oh, here comes Maiolo. Brian Barber trying to get by Blinko.
Ooh, giving the wall a bit of a smack as well. It's going to slow down behind Giuseppe. Trying to look for a way through. His teammate in front of him getting real loose under brake. But Matty Ray stretching his legs, just watching everything happen in the mirror.
I don't think Andy was able to get that car fixed. He's continuing to lose spots again. So we got 2 laps to go.
Barber looking for a pass on Wellman. He's going to try and bump Wellman out of the podium. Wellman looking for a pass on Malone. Dives to the inside.
Oh, and they have run down Matty Ray.
We're going white flag. Can Matty Ray hold on to it?
Oh,
3 wide behind. Oh, a 3 wide. Ryan Barber, Wellman alongside. Nice little move there. Malone in the background, just getting bumped out of the podium now.
Oh, this is going to be close off of turn 4.
Matty Ray's holding on.
Wow, Matty Ray gets it done. What a race. What a call.
Ooh-wee. Was able to hold on with those tyres, getting that jump on the green and taking the win here at Nashville. Back-to-back wins for Matty today.
Yeah, I'm at least happy about this one, though.
Yep. That's redemption for you there, James. He did the team well for that one. But, unofficial results there. Matty Ray, SRM, your winner here at Nashville Superspeedway. Garry Wellman coming home in second, your championship leader. Ryan Barber third on the podium. Adam Malone just getting bumped out there by his teammate, Ryan Barber, for fourth. Troy Davidson fifth. Ruben Phelps in sixth. Todd Maxfield seventh. Scott McClintock in eighth. Giuseppe Maiolo coming home in ninth. And Troy Mortensen with the top 10 finish.
And on the next page, we have our other championship combatant, Andy Barber. Unfortunately, only bringing it home 11th with Daniel Blinko in 12th. Colin Bennett, Shannon Wright, and Nigel Patton rounding out the top 15. Jacob Dean B, Nicholas Walsh, Tyson Carey, Derek Jacobs, and Kay Donnelly top 20. And rounding out the field, we have Johnny Rowe, Louis Mahajiar, and Glenn Wolf.
Alrighty, well, we'll let Matty Ray wrap up his celebratory burnout as he finishes up. But don't go away, we'll get our podium up in the booth with us for a chat in just a minute, so stay tuned.
The future of virtual motorsports is now. This September, the heart of sim racing beats in Chicagoland as the Sim Gaming Expo takes over the Schaumburg Convention Center, September 5th through the 7th. Go wheel to wheel in our competition area. Test the latest gear, meet top brands, creators, and celebrate with fellow sim racing enthusiasts. Whether you're a seasoned sim racer or new to the sport, this is your chance to be part of history. To purchase tickets and see the full exhibitor lineup, visit simgamingexpo.com.
Here at TWRS, we're always here to help our squad when they need a little push in the right direction. That's just who we are. We're a beautifully diverse group of goofballs dedicated to driving fake race cars as fast as possible. And we continue to push each other to the front using the power of nonsense. We have one of the strongest NASCAR programs on the service, and you can access it all for $24.99 a month. And we just released individual subscriptions for $14.99 a month for each NASCAR vehicle. We also just added a Rallycross program, and our IndyCar program is taking off as well. So come join the weird side. We have speed and cookies. Cookies are not included in some locations.
Alrighty, welcome back everyone. Thanks for tuning in tonight, sticking with us. And that was round 17 at Nashville. We've got your podium in the booth, and kicking off third place is Ryan Barber. How are you going, Ryan?
Hey boys, bit bittersweet, I guess.
Yeah, he had a pretty good run tonight, and a few battles sort of through the field, and he made a pretty good move there at the end there on, Wellman and your teammate Adam Malone to get a podium tonight. So that was quite a nice move, 3 wide there at the finish.
Yeah, well, I saw a gap there and drove the car into it. And I was hoping that I wasn't going to drift up and tag Garry. That was definitely on the cards there if I, put her in a bit too hot, but I guess I nailed that, got under him, and I was just fortunate enough to stay under him. Our goal for this race was for Dad to beat Garry, and we failed that. But we still got Maddie that stole the extra 5 points, so I guess that's all right. But yeah, in regards to that move there, it was a bit ballsy.
Yeah, no, well, when you see a gap, you got to take it, don't you? And worked out well, and we had you and Adam on the podium last week, and you got yourself and almost Adam again this week. So Southern Star boys having a pretty good run in the season anyway. And yeah, as I said, unfortunate there for Andy Barber. Definitely going to make next week hard to try and finish off strong in front of Wellman. But nonetheless, it's been a pretty good season for Andy anyway.
Yeah, well, he's got 7 wins so far. If I'm correct, you keep talking to him. He's pretty happy about that. But we only have 1 round to go, so the goal's obvious is to take the Drivers' Championship, especially for my grandfather. There, we have his tribute running on the roof, so that's our inspiration at the moment. So. I don't think these boys have seen aggressive until they see me next round.
Well, watch out, everybody there, and hopefully we can keep it clean still for the last race of the season and finish off strong.
Yeah, I mean, we always keep it clean. That's the way we race. Me and Adam have kind of fallen back into a supportive role for Dad for the championship, and I guess the same thing's been happening for the Sim boys with Cade and Todd and Troy backing Garry. So, I did my best tonight, and so did Adam, to fall into that supportive role for Dad. Unfortunately, Dad collected the ball a couple of times out of 4, which I did a couple of times as well. Just unlucky that his car got damaged to that extent, but, we go again next week. And, we'll keep it clean. I might not have mirrors on the car, but I'll still keep it clean.
Well, you only need one that's inside the cockpit, but that's all you need. You don't need side mirrors. But no, good race there, and we did see you're trying to make that gap less from Wellman to Andy, and unfortunately couldn't quite get that done with yourself and Adam pushing Wellman back to 4th. But Nonetheless, though, good race for yourself tonight and the team. And we'll let you have a shout out to your sponsors.
Oh, that's right. Oh, I can't throw Dad or Adam under the bus. I guess I got to thank him.
You got to do it yourself tonight. It's all.
Yeah, no, I got to be a big boy and grow up finally.
Put your panties on.
yeah. I'm gonna put my pink panties sponsored by Sim Boys. So first of all, I'd like to thank Mish's Excel Garage, RBI Trading Cards, 7-Eleven, Slack Street Car Bees, and Sydney Pool Servicing. You guys on the broadcast, you're killing it every week. Especially Kobe when he's not only broadcasting this round, he's also broadcasting other leagues as well. So he's killing it as well as running the series. And just like to shout out my team, Dad, Tom, Adam, and finally shout out to my grandfather. When that last caution came out, well, I'm pretty sure it was the only caution that came out. I was praying for a miracle. I was holding him across and praying for him. So, he's in my thoughts every day. So, we'll pull up next week, try and steal this championship from him. And, good congratulations on the win for Matty Ray as well.
Yeah, thanks, mate. We're hoping that Andy Barber could have got a little bit of damage fixed under that caution. But, anyways, we'll see how next week plays out for him.
Thanks, man.
Thank you, Ryan. And we'll pass over to James now for second place.
Alrighty, Gary, James in the booth. You got a copy?
Yeah, James, how are you, mate?
I'm doing all right. Well, it wasn't quite the win at the end, but I feel like all things considered, this was pretty much the night you needed and were probably hoping for.
Yeah, I'm not complaining. Yeah, I don't know. I think Andy hit the wall, so a bit of a bummer. Easy to do too on this track because you can just push all of a sudden. I found the same thing a bit, so a bit of a bugger for him. But I don't know. So I might have a bit of breathing room coming into the last race now.
So I gotta ask, what exactly was it like in the Sim Boys VC when the caution came out there?
Yeah, a few questions getting asked, and a bit disappointing. Anyway, that's how it is, I guess.
And so strategy-wise, what was your game plan going into this one? Because there were a lot of varied strategies up and down the field on when to pit. Did you have anything lined up, or was it mostly just kind of basing it off of what everyone else was doing and going from there?
Not really. I kind of went into it trying to save fuel and tyres, usual thing, and then I got a black flag, so I popped a tyre there, so I had to change my strategy up a bit because I think that the fuel saving strategy was pretty hard on the front right tyre, so I had to just kind of mix it up and just go for it in the end, and it was all working out pretty well. I was surprised to sort of come out of the wash, out of that last pit stop in the lead, and I was feeling pretty good. So yeah, I don't know what strategy actually would have worked tonight, but it was anyway, it was a good race at the end there with Matty Ray and Ryan and Adam there. So.
All right, and finally you got a little bit of a bigger gap now than you had coming into tonight as we look towards the last race of the season. What's the feelings?
I don't know. I think Andy sent me a message. He's congratulating me already, but I think that's a bit too soon. So, yeah, I don't know. I just got to try and stay clean, no mistakes, and just keep an eye on that number 5 car and try and stay within arm's reach of him. He's always a hard man to beat. So, yeah, it's just I suppose he gave me a bit of a gap I didn't think I'd have tonight. So, we'll just see how we run, I guess.
Alrighty, well, any sponsors, plugs, and shout-outs you'd like to give?
Yeah, just congrats, Matty, for the win. That was pretty good, pretty awesome. Yeah, just a bit of a gamble to stay out, I suppose. His tyres are a bit older, so good on him for taking the punt and getting the win there, and congrats Ryan for third. But Sim Boys, Hot Toddies, heating installs, United Electrical, all the OzOVals series and series sponsors, Doogie and you guys for the broadcast. Yep, thanks again for a fun race.
Alrighty, well, we appreciate you, Garry, and hopefully we're talking to you again next week in some way, shape, or form.
Cheers, boys. Have a good night.
Alrighty, now back to Paul for our race winner.
Alrighty, well, this just feels like a repeat of earlier today, but race winner for Nashville, Matty Raymond. How you going, Matty?
Oh, how you going, man? It does a bit deja vu-ish, doesn't it?
Yeah, long time no chat.
Yeah, that's been a couple of hours now.
Yeah. Lots happened between then and now.
Oh, not much. Bit of snoozing. That was about it, really. Nah.
Snoozing? Jeez. I was chopping up bloody veggies and making roast veggies and all sorts of stuff when I jumped off, so...
Yeah, no, but just the normal fun stuff. Bit of housework. It's like... Yeah.
Yep. Well, that was quite a race tonight. You had a pretty good battle there with Giuseppe Maiolo through the race.
Yeah, it was pretty good, wasn't it? Yeah, I was really surprised because I didn't really like how it felt in practice as usual. And then went out there and took it pretty easy on that first stint, and I was still taking it easy and just reeling cars in. I'm like, oh, what's going on here, sort of thing. Like I must have just all seemed to click for us tonight. So yeah, worked my way through the field at the right time and picked everyone off, sort of thing. And then come towards the end there, I was like, oh, because I think I only pitted about 10 laps before that yellow come out, so I thought, oh, bugger it, I'll have a stab here and see if I can hold them off, and manage to do it. So pretty rapt with that one.
Yeah, I think it was about 11 laps on the tyres there, so yeah, pretty close there. And a couple of other drivers there as well, Colin Bennett and Daniel Blinko Opton. They had a little bit older tyres than what you had though, but they couldn't make that work as well. And obviously that little jump on the green gave you an advantage as well, as everyone had to get round the Colin Bennett and Daniel Blinko, so that helped a bit there as well. But I was thinking to myself, this looks like a statement to James, as staying out and being like, well, this is how you stay out on old tyres.
Nah, not at all. I didn't even think of that actually. But it's better to be lucky than good sometimes, I reckon. I did expect heaps more cars to stay out, because there was a few that pitted with only like a few laps before that yellow come out. That's the other half of the reason I stayed out, because I'm like, oh, a good chance a whole bunch of people are going to pick me off here by staying out and never get to the front, sort of thing. And then when we did get the green, I thought, oh, there's a good chance of another yellow, so I might be able to stay up here. And yeah, like you said, crack a whip and got a wicked jump, so took off, and yeah, it was awesome. It all come together. It was good.
Yeah, back-to-back wins today for you. Winning Arca earlier at Thompson and on concrete short track, and then another win tonight at Nashville on concrete 1.5.
Yeah.
So,
stranger things. I bloody hate concrete normally. So yeah, I don't know what I'm doing. Change something.
Well, whatever you're doing, it's right. So don't change anything.
Trying to identify it so I can keep doing it, eh?
Yeah. But, good win tonight, and one round left in the season, so better make that one count as well. But we'll let you have a shout out to your sponsors once again.
Yeah, thanks, mate. Yeah, of course, massive thank yous to TWRS. They help out the whole team with setups and everything. And when guidance with the setups, of course, whenever we need. Scotch Race Fuels, Cut 6 Sticker Co., Ray down at Moondog, and a couple of charities, Tourette Syndrome and Alopecia Foundation Australia. And then, of course, you guys jumping in the booth and putting the hard work in and giving us all something to watch later. So yeah, all inside lane, everything's simulated, everyone that helps out and helps Kobe. And yeah, gets it all done. So thank you, and my team, of course, SRM for always give me a hand and being there when I need them too. So yeah, thanks boys. It was a good race.
Yeah, thank you, Matty Ray. And there you go, that driver profile there. You can see he's about to wind up that finger. But
I've got to get a better one. Everyone's got all really good ones, man. I'm like, well, I need some help. I'm a 42-year-old mechanic, mate. I don't know how to work these bloody computers.
Well, I said earlier, it looks like you're about to rotate and wind up the middle finger there, but
yeah, that's because I got Kobe to actually help me make that, because I was the only one who sent a picture, and I'm like, geez, can we do something about that? Because I'm exactly face for radio sort of idea. And I seen that, I'm like, oh, now I look like I'm going to start on someone, like I'm about to belt them or something.
Well, that's the other one, about to raise the fists up. So you're getting stitched up by Cobes there. Maybe you can sort you out another one for next week. And
it's all an illusion so that I don't get into fights with people, because I'm no fighter. I just got to look tough, mate. Get some tough stickers.
Yeah, well, the facial expressions look pretty tough there too.
Yeah, they're pretty good, eh? I like some of the characters you guys are putting up. They're hilarious. Ruben's is funny too. And I like Troy's. Has anyone seen Morty's? That thing's awesome.
Yeah, you got the actual face on there. There he is there, Mr. Serious.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, his is a beauty. I might get him to get me one done. I'll pay him.
Yeah. He looks about 20 years younger in that photo, to be honest. I think he's dug one out the bottom of the barrel there.
Is that his Tinder profile pic, is it? Yeah.
Yep. He's got that platinum subscription on Tinder too, see?
Oh, goodness.
Anyways, we better wrap this up, and thank you for joining us and coming out with the win at Nashville.
Yeah, thanks, PJ, and thanks for all the drivers, all the people watching too. It's been a blast, this series. I'll definitely be back next season, I reckon. Cause some trouble.
Nice. Well, that's our job in the booth, to cause trouble and stir everyone up. But you can do it on track for us if you like.
Yeah, that's it, mate. Yeah, no worries, boys. Cheers. Thank you.
Cheers. Have a good one. But that was your podium for round 17 here at Nashville for the Doogie Mobile and Everything Simulated OzOVals V8 Supercar Series. Shout outs to our other sponsors there: TWR Setups, 131 Web Radio Network, Scotch Race Fuels, Inside Lane Productions, Kobe Jordan in behind the cameras there. James, thanks for joining me in the booth for another week, and we've only got one round left to go.
Yeah, we've got it all to play for here. It's a decent lead now for Garry, but as we all know, anything can happen in the championship battle, and anything can happen in the final race. So, yeah, next week's finale is going to be one heck of a show, no matter what.
Yep, well, there'll definitely be some close contact hard racing here next week at Kentucky Speedway. So everyone tuning in tonight, you won't want to miss next week, because it will be action-packed, door-to-door racing, and nothing will be left on the table after next week. So join us next week here on Inside Lane Productions. But thank you again, Kobe Jordan, James Watson, joining myself, Paul Jackson in the booth, and thanks everyone for tuning in tonight, and we'll catch you next week for the final round.